Then okay, let me share my screen. Uh, and this is what we are going to discuss today, the problem management. So as we have discussed, so we are done with the basic concepts of incident management, the high level process of incident management. Then we have discussed about the in and out of major incident management also. So there comes the problem management. So basically, what is problem management? So defining from the problem management perspective and the why it falls under ITSM, that we will discuss. So again, incident management is a kind of thing, a kind of reactive approach towards resolution of any kind of outages. Like whenever an incident is happened, whenever an outage is reported, when some user is got impacted by any kind of the disturbances or the disruptions, immediately we came into the picture, and what we will do, we use it to, what I can say, we resolve that incident. So that is reactive methodology. So whenever a issue happened, we go there and we resolve the issue. And problem management is a kind of proactive methodology. So we will try to identify what exactly caused that issue. How we are providing the resolution, that falls under the scope of incident management. But here we concentrate on identifying the causes that cause the incident. Causes, that creates the outages, are the particular reasons, are the factors, you know, that creates outages to the organization. So when we could able to identify the causes, the root causes for the incidents, we can come up with a solution to remove those causes. So when the causes are removed, automatically what happens? Automatically the incident creation will be reduced. So summarizing in the simplest way, the problem management is the kind of thing, a kind of proactive methodology or the proactive approach to minimize the creation of incidents by removing the causes of those incidents. So that is how the problem management works. So we could able to identify the causes once the issue is reported. So once the incident is created and resolved, there starts the problem management. So the problem management comes into the picture once the major incident was resolved. Is it clear? So once the major incident was resolved, there comes the problem management team. Again, we will have that hands-on experience on ServiceNow tool also. I don't see anybody creating the incidents. I think you are all busy in your own, this Diwali and everything, right? So, but make sure you are creating some tickets, closing few tickets. It helps you, it helps you a lot. So, uh, so in this particular problem management perspective, what we will discuss? So we will discuss the process of problem management, the people and their responsibilities in problem management, and the kind of methodologies or the types we use for problem management, like the proactive methodologies or the reactive methodologies. And next one, what are the kinds of challenges we will face uh, in problem management to get that particular root cause. So after completion of this particular thing, if you are thorough with, if you are thorough with the things, we can have that hands-on experience in ServiceNow tool again. Okay. So moving ahead. So as per the ITIL, Information Technology Infrastructure Library, a problem is a cause or a potential cause of one or more incidents. So with a single cause, like, we could able to identify once the server was down, it creates multiple incidents. If an application code was, not properly written, what happens? Automatically, uh, so what happens? Application user interface is not, if it is not responding, the code is, not deployed properly, automatically it creates plenty of incidents. So that particular cause can be defined as a problem here. And as an ITSM people, we are here to, you know, what I can say, work on that problem to get that addressed and closed. Okay. So it is the root cause which creates the incidents. The simple definition. Make sure you are writing it somewhere. That helps you a lot. So you by the end of the session, you should be thorough with the basic difference between incident management and the problem management. Make sure you have that knowledge. So the problem management is a practice that focused on preventing the incident creation itself. So incident management is focused on whenever an incident is reported, okay, as soon as possible we will resolve that incident. But problem management is step ahead. It is a kind of, as I mentioned earlier, it is a proactive kind of methodology where we try to minimize the creation of incidents by removing those causes which creates the incidents. It is a kind of preventive mechanism, we can say. It is a kind of preventive mechanism. The simplest thing is, I can give you an example of this corona pandemic situation. So whenever you are infected by that particular coronavirus, there is a treatment for that. You need to admit in the hospital. You need to get those particular, what I can say, antibodies or something. Then you will get, what I can say, your issue will be resolved, means you will get recovered and you will be back to your normal life. That is incident management. So problem management is a kind of thing. What else we can do, to get the ourselves not affected by that particular corona? We have dose 1, dose 2 and booster dose. So these are the kind of mechanisms we, preventive kind of mechanism we kept in place, so that when we took the doses of that particular vaccine, corona vaccine, or that COVID vaccine, you don't get affected by that COVID easily. So this is problem management. So we should come up with a proper, approach to minimize the creation of incidents, or to remove the to remove the incidents creation. There should not be any incidents. So that is where the problem management will be in picture. So in simplest words, incident management is a kind of reactive mechanism and problem management is a kind of proactive mechanism. Am I clear? Or still do you, if you have any kinds of doubts, please let me know. I mean, we can discuss furthermore. Okay, I will take this.
Surya sir, please,
Yeah.
please.
Okay. Okay.
Hello.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Surya sir, please explain once more.
Okay. The thing is, incident management. What is the objective of incident management? Whenever the server was down, we will resolve that incident, right? Simplest terms. But problem management focuses on how the server can be active throughout the day or throughout its lifetime. It should not hang, it should not restart, or it should not, break down. That is problem management. Problem management focuses on how we will minimize the creation of incidents. It is not like that whenever the incident comes, okay, we will work on that incident. Okay, incident management will take care of that. Problem management is a kind of thing we will focus in such a way that there should not be any major outages. That is the reason we work with all the teams again. Application team, DB team, infra team, middleware team and everything. That is problem management. We will drill down so you will understand. So this is the problem management process. This is as per our ITIL. Okay. So the problem detection, problem categorization, prioritization, analysis, resolution and closure as same as incident. But in real time, this is how we will work on the problem tickets as per in ServiceNow or our tool. So whenever the major incident was resolved, it starts like that. Whenever the major incident was resolved, you understood? So we don't simply create problem ticket for everything. Whenever the major incident is resolved with a proper resolution, we will open a problem ticket. That I will show how we will do in ServiceNow again. Tomorrow's class, we can discuss how we will work on problem management. So we will create a problem ticket just like how we created the incident. I think you are all are thorough with creation of incident, because I could able to see Chanti created few incidents, J1 created, Jogi created, Monica created, Venki created, everybody created. So I think you are thorough with how to create an incident. In the same way, you can create a problem. You can create a problem ticket from a major incident. That we will see in our hands-on experience in the ServiceNow instance. Okay, once the problem ticket was logged, we will update the outage review tab. We will be having an outage review tab there. So we will get all the PIR details to the outage review tab. Is it clear? This is the second stage in the life cycle. So we will create the problem ticket, then we will update the outage, so the complete incident details, and then we will create a root cause task. We will create a root cause task. Here we are there as a problem manager to identify the cause which caused this particular incident. So we need to identify what exactly caused that outage. So for that we need to check with multiple people. So we will create the root cause for that, and then we will set up a call with the people. We will set up a call with the application team or the DB team, and we will get the root cause, RC, that we will call it as RC. RCA, root cause analysis, RCD, root cause document, RC, root cause, keep in mind. Okay, so we will get the root cause. Once we get the root cause, we will prepare the root cause document. We will prepare the document. It is not a manual preparation of the document. Automatically we will get it in the service now. Like these are all automated things in nowadays. And finally we will publish the root cause document. Okay, and I will come to the basics again. So how quickly you should resolve a P1 incident? Jogi, can you answer how quickly you can resolve a P1 incident, or how quickly you are supposed to resolve a P1 incident? What is the SLA of P1 incident?
1 hour, sir.
1 hour.
As soon
Okay.
as possible.
As soon as possible, but the resolution time is 1 hour, right?
1 hour.
That is
Yes, sir.
that is SLA. Okay, that is SLA. In the same way, for a P1 problem, we will be having 5 days of SLA.
Okay, sir.
Okay, we have 5 days of SLA because it takes time to get the root cause. Okay, we will be having 5 days, and for P2 we will be having 7 days of SLA. What is the SLA for P1 problem? It is 5 days. For P2 problem it is 7 days.
7 days.
Okay, it varies from organization to organization again, but it is 5 days and 7 days. Again, I will reiterate what I exactly we discussed here. So how the process will be in service now? You just have a look, or else you can just imagine how the incident is there in the service now. You are all now thorough, right? So the thing is, you changed the state to resolved, right? You updated the resolution notes, you updated the work notes, and you saved the ticket. That means you resolved a major incident. There comes the problem management now. From there you can create a problem ticket with a single click in the service now. No need to update configuration item or anything. Automatically it will be captured from the major incident management. Okay, how you have the short description, post incident report. In the same way, you will be having outage review tab for the problem. So you need to give the complete details of the ticket from the major incident management. You need to open major incident management, major incident, as well as a problem ticket side by side, and you need to copy everything with what is there in the major incident to the problem ticket. You cannot come up with a cause because you are not a technical person again. So you need to assign the ticket to a root cause owner, whether he can be from the application team or from the uh, DB team, DB team, or he is from the infra team. Okay, you will assign that root cause task to the person and you will set up a call. It is not immediately again. You should not pull him immediately. You will create the ticket, you will save the ticket, and you will set up a call with him like a meeting. We have a scheduled meeting. This is called a scheduled meeting. 8 o'clock we will connect every day. So this is a scheduled meeting to share, the knowledge, right? So in the same way, you will schedule a meeting. They will join. The application team will join, DB team will join, infra team will join onto the bridge, and then you will ask them. So this is the issue happened on that particular day, and you come up with the resolution like that. Can you please, let me know what exactly caused this issue, or the sequence of events that caused the issue. He will come up with what exactly happened on that day. The scenarios, right? We already discussed for major incident management, but he will come up like that. So in the previous day we have a code deployment, we couldn't able to find, there is an error in the code. The code passed the pre-validation test and the post-validation. Then once it comes to the production, what happens? It affected the application. So then again you will ask, why there is a error in the code again? It is a regular code, right? So why there is a code? Then they will come up. There is a update from the change management. So we changed that. So this is how they will come up and they will give the root cause. So what is the root cause for this issue here? So that the defect in the code caused our outage, right or wrong? So the defect in the code is caused our outage. So with that outage, we have 150 incidents. So around 150 people got impacted. So what is your role as a problem manager? You will, come up with an action item like that. So whenever you are implementing a code, make sure it is defect free. You will open a task for them, you will share that with them. So from the next time, whenever they are, implementing any new code, what they will do, there will be an alarm. Okay, we need to check before we are implementing this code. They will check that code 1 or 2 times. Then what happens? The code will be perfect. When the code is perfect, is there any possibility of outage creation? No, right? So there will be no outages, there will be no incidents, there is no, you know, there is no point of major incident management or bridge calls, headaches, war rooms, or anything. That is how the problem management team will add value to the, the process, ITSM process. So we are there to identify the cause and come up with a solution from the application team and get that implemented successfully so that it will, it will minimize the creation of the incidents, or it will, obviously it will reduce the impact created by the major incidents. So once this was done, the mandate thing in an IT organization is to get the document signed off and to publish with the stakeholders, as you did for the major incident. For major incident, you have PIRs, right? Post investigation report or post incident report. In the same way, here you got the root cause. So the document is called as root cause document, RCD or RC report, root cause report, and you will publish that with the stakeholders. So this is the process of problem management. Am I clear? I don't think you can get it in the, first go. Uh, Let me know if you have any doubts, if you struck anywhere. I mean, if you are good, okay, it's fine. I will open this platform for 1 more minute. So you just go through and you try to, recollect, so that if everything is good, we will go ahead, or we will discuss for another 5 minutes here. You can pose your questions here now. Okay, so we will move ahead. So these are the methodologies we will use for the problem management. Okay, you just keep in mind these methodologies, but it is not, mandate to explain everything. The thing is, the five-way technique is, important, and the fishbone mechanism is bit important, and you can explain Pareto analysis also. But if you could able to explain five-way mechanism or the five-way technique, that is fine. So again, the problem management methodologies, to get the root cause for each and every problem, we have two kinds of methodologies here. So the first one is the reactive kind of methodologies, and next one is the proactive kind of methodologies. Reactive again is a kind of thing whenever a major incident is closed, then we will open a problem ticket and we will work on the problem ticket. That is the reactive methodologies. And proactive problem management is a kind of thing we will work on the past incidents which are already created long back, and so that we will, what I can say, uh, we will dig each and every incident, we will categorize, and we will come up with a solution. That we will call it as the proactive problem management. We can call it as the trend analysis also. Like a trend analysis is a kind of thing where, what I can say, like we will have the past data. With that past data, what we will do? We will forecast the future. Okay, that is how the proactive problem management will work. So in the reactive mechanism, we have five-way technique, fishbone mechanism, and then we have faulty tree mechanism, and we have brainstorming. These are the kind you for the interview perspective. You can keep these methodologies in mind, but you need to explain five-way mechanism. And in the proactive problem management, we have trend analysis and the Pareto analysis. We have 9 in total, like we have KT again. But these are all kind of different things again. Okay. So we will, try to understand five-way technique here. So the five-way technique is a kind of methodology where we will try to ask why for each and every answer what the root cause owner is giving. So when you are asking for why multiple times, you could able to get the root cause for this. Okay. So here is an example. Okay. So the problem is my car is not restarting. So that is the problem here. So how the five-way mechanism will work here? So you will ask, you know, one second. So you will ask why my car is not starting. So the answer is the battery is dead. So you will get surprised suddenly. So why my battery is dead? So the alternator is not working. So again you will ask why the alternator is not working. Means the dynamo is not working. The thing which will charge the battery, and they will tell the belt is already broken. So the battery is not charging. Battery is not charging. So that is the reason. Your car is not started. Uh, so the belt was, you will ask why the belt is again broken. They will say, so from the day one you purchased the car, you didn't replace the belt, so its lifetime is over. So uh, it is a kind of thing, it's just broken. So again you will ask why it is not maintained properly. So then they will cut. The car was not maintained as recommended. So they didn't, you know, uh, uh, give it for the services, or that is, servicing, or for particular, wear and tear kind of issues. That is the reason issue got happened. So by drilling down why, you got to understand what happened. If you could able to maintain your car properly, now your car will start right. There is no chance of breakdown of your car here. So that is how the five-way mechanism will work. You try to understand why this was happened, why this was happened, why this was happened. But at a point of time, you will get the answer for that. You understood? You will get the answer for that. So that is the reason for these kind of outages. So we will try to, you know, give a solution for that problem. If you could able to give solution to that problem, yes, everything was fixed. There is no point of creation of incidents from the, next day itself. That is how the 5-way technique will work. This is pretty much important. You need to explain 5-way mechanism like anything. Simple, in simple words, 5-way mechanism is a kind of methodology we will use to get the root cause by asking why multiple times to the root cause owner. As a problem manager, you will ask why this has happened. Why? So if application which is owned by J1 was crashed, so I will pull him onto the RCA call and we will start the discussion. Hey J1, this issue got happened. Your application is down from 10 to 10:30. And we could able to identify that you deployed a new code so that you could able to resolve the incident. May I know what caused this issue? And the J1 will answer. So the code is, we have a defected code there. So I will ask, why you have a defected code? Then there is a, he will explain. Uh, there is a error in the code we couldn't able to identify. Then I will ask, why you couldn't able to identify the error in the code? Then they will say it passed in pre-validation and post-validation tests. But that is the reason we couldn't able. Then I will ask why the pre-validation and post-validation was passed even though the code has a defect. Then he will come. There is a update in the validation tests where it missed the the code. There is the root cause for this thing. So the pre-validation and post-validation test couldn't able to validate it properly. So what I will suggest J1. So whenever you are deploying a code, please make sure that it is you have a validated. What I can say. You have a proper pre-validations and the post-validations. So from the next time when J1 is deploying new code to his application, he will check 1 or 2 times. When he is checking 1 or 2 times, what happens? There will be no defect in the code. When there is no defect in the code, there is no point of, there is no chance of creation of instance here. That is how the 5-way technique will work in the organization. So this is the most commonly used methodologies to get the root cause. Okay. So this is the only thing you need to understand and you need to explain. Apart from this, there is no point of explaining other things also. No one will ask you. And moving ahead, this is fishbone mechanism. So this is a kind of thing. There are multiple causes, and due to this multiple causes, what happens? There will be the effect. This is the fishbone mechanism. So we will try to identify what caused the issue and how it is impacting. So with this, we believe that there are multiple root causes which creates the problem. So we will try to identify each and every cause and its contribution to the effect. So when we try to action on these particular causes, automatically we could able to minimize the effect. That is a fishbone mechanism. We don't use, like as an associate, you don't drill down this much to work on the fishbone mechanism. So that is the reason I am not wasting my time on the fishbone mechanism. If you want to get the knowledge on fishbone mechanism, there are plenty of, you can find plenty of examples and scenarios in YouTube. It is good to get the knowledge, but the thing is uh, in the majority of the cases, we use 5-way technique rather than using the fishbone mechanism. And this is the Pareto analysis, a kind of thing like it is a cause and error method again. So we believe 80% of the problems will be caused by 20% of the issues. Like if you see damaged radiator core is causing plenty of issues here, 31 incidents, and only coolant leakage caused 3 outages. So when we could able to categorize our incidents based upon the category. That is the reason we have category and subcategory in our incident for the reporting purpose. We have configuration item, category, subcategory, right? So when we could able to categorize the things, we could able to believe that. So if you could able to work on this, why this radiator core is damaging, you could able to minimize the maximum outages here. That is the Pareto analysis. Pareto analysis, I will define you I will define you the Pareto analysis one more time. So the definition of Pareto analysis is basically we believe that 80% of the incidents will be caused by the 20% of the issues. With the in the reverse way, if you could able to fix those 20% of issue, you can be get 80% benefited. So that is how the Pareto analysis will work. So you need to identify the problem areas and the task, that has the biggest or the most benefit to the organization. It is no point of working on, the simplest thing. I will give you a simplest example, whether, it will apt to or it will match the need here. The thing is, you have, suppose if you have a chocolate shop, you have the chocolates which cost you 5,000 rupees, and you have chocolates which cost you 1 rupee also. So if you could able to market your 5,000 rupees chocolates, it is easy to get more profit and more revenue, right? There is no point of spending whole time on selling 1 rupee chocolates. I don't say they are not important, but when you compare the 5,000 rupees chocolates, if you could able to sell these 5,000 rupee chocolates, you will get maximum benefit. Like if you sell 4 chocolates, you will get 20,000. Like a 20% of your effort will give 80% of the benefit. Those things you need to identify. Those things you could able to identify, or you can identify only when you are drilling down the past data. So this is called the business excellence team, or the center of excellence team. They will take care of this Pareto analysis. But as a associate, you need to understand what is 5Y technique, what is fishbone mechanism, and what is Pareto analysis. Okay, this is the methodologies we will use for problem management. So this is all for today. So tomorrow we will discuss about the roles and responsibilities of the people in problem management and challenges. And then we will go for the hands-on experience on the service now. But as per the as per what I can say, uh, as per the requirement from the interview panel, this is enough for problem management. But the thing is, you could able to explain, you should be able to explain this problem management process and the methodologies. That is fine. Roles and responsibilities remain same. You will be a problem manager and a major incident manager. Like major incident manager, next comes the problem management. So you can handle both. So your roles and responsibilities, you can start with major incident management and then the problem management. Okay, fine then. So I think I just shared this I shared this PPT with you all. So you just have a look on this PPT, and if you have any doubts, we will have a review session tomorrow, and we will discuss those questions. Then we will move forward. Okay. Thank you so much for joining. I am just stopping the recording.